This is the Marini home. Last time we went on tour with Nan Geschke, the present owner of the home, and tonight we're going to be continuing a second part of the tour. Hello, my name is Judy Johnson, and I'm your host tonight for the Los Altos History Show. We're so happy you could join us. Tonight we have the pleasure of continuing a tour of the Marini home, which was built in 1926. And the present owner, Nan Geschke, and her husband, Chuck, purchased the home about 2 years ago. And tonight we're going to be able to continue to view it. And we welcome you and hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for a tour. This is the second part of the tour of the Marini home.
Before we step inside, I thought I just would point out to you that this intercom system actually is the doorbell and links now to the telephone system, so that wherever you are in the house, whoever is ringing the doorbell can speak with you. And we were very happy to be able to get that working again. So that was part of the home. And we really don't know how the original worked, and if it were indeed linked to the telephone system. It probably wasn't, but now it is. That's what it looked like. So I guess it's time to step inside. We're standing in the foyer of the home, which I believe is its signature. There's a lot of the exterior elements of the home, the palladium windows, the ironwork, the glasswork, repeated here, right here in this foyer. The glass window now we can see from the interior, and you can see the leaded glass work that resembled what was there as a grate originally. The rounded glass French doors again repeat the exterior palladium windows, as well as the niches in the corners where there's an old Italian statue. The rounded telephone niche. Telephone niches in the 20s were very common. We don't think of building niches for our telephones anymore in the 1990s because telephones are so ubiquitous. But in the 20s, there was only one phone, and so they tended to build places for the telephone. Luckily, my husband and I were able to get a 1920s candlestick phone to sort of complete the scene there. Notice the grating too on the furnace gratings. This particular one in the foyer is original. A lot of the others have been added since we did upgrade the heating system of the home. The staircase is a circular one, spiral, and it is, again, the ironwork, probably the same fabricator that did a lot of the exterior work. The light fixtures, the one I'm standing underneath, is a fabrication of the one in the stairwell. We liked the one in the stairwell so well that we thought that if we mocked it up, actually increased it by about 40%, it would make a strong statement in the foyer, and I think it has. The fixture also in the telephone niche is original to the home. So again, we've tried to use the light fixtures in the home, in the places where they were originally, if we knew that information. This is one of my favorite rooms. It's the library of the home, and it's right off the front door. It's a small room, but extremely, I think, beautiful. The fixture, the light fixture, is original to the room, I believe. It was here when we moved in, and we thought it was in perfect proportion to the room, so we left it. We did add the lampshades. We have added some features to the room that weren't here originally. One of them is the bookcase, which was here, stood alone. We added the top piece, the actual top piece that you see on top of the bookcase. We matched it to the detail work in the bookcase. So you see the egg and dart molding repeated in the molding above, and the molding is new to the room, as well as the cove lighting. We were lucky enough to find a woodworker who was able to duplicate that column finish so that it all looks like it is one piece, but it actually is an addition. Another, I think, beautiful feature of this room is the wallpaper. And the wallpaper design is based on a 20s design. A company called Evans & Brown is quite noted for its historical research on period wallpapers. And this one is a period wallpaper. It's, of course, new, but it's also a custom color, which we chose because it went so well with a previously owned rug. Another, I think, wonderful feature is the wrought iron or iron curtain rods, and they were original to the home. They were painted black when we bought the home, and we've since faux them to a bronze finish. But you can see the fleur-de-lis at the crown of the arch, and we also the rosettes that we've seen on the gates and other places in the home, which again, my detective work tells me that it must have been the same iron fabricator that did a lot of the work around the home. We were able to find this gramophone on our travels back east last winter, and even though it doesn't really belong here, it's a good reminder of what could have been here in the 20s. We're in the living room of the home, which has changed actually very little from what it looked like probably from the 20s, the era of the 20s. The flooring is original to the house, actually, and the only thing that is kind of unusual in terms of looking at it now is the top nailing that you see. Again, the sconces on either side of the fireplace are new, but they look very reminiscent of what you might have found in the home if they had been added. So that is an addition. The barrel ceiling echoes the foyer ceiling, although it is not as ornate. And the fireplace mantle is original, and it's a plasterwork, a relief plasterwork, and we've highlighted it with an antique highlighter paint, which sort of brings out the character of the plaster. I think that the character is very soothing. At least we think it's soothing. The colors that we've chosen are kind of mellow, and you see the color of the draperies, and again the drapery rods, which are original, and we had them faux again to that bronze color. And again, look at the fleur-de-lis, and you might see some other touches of the fleur-de-lis in and around the living room. We've had fun kind of collecting some of those fleur-de-lis items over the time that we've lived here. We're in the kitchen, which is the same size that the kitchen was originally. We didn't enlarge it at all. It is a brand new kitchen, a 1990s kitchen, although it does have the look of a period kitchen. One of the materials that we used were marble counters, honed marble counters, and the detail of the cabinets we actually were able to get from a photograph from a book my daughter found on homes that were built on the peninsula in the 20s. There was only one picture of a kitchen, and from that we were able to get the detail of the cabinets. In that same picture was a detail of a meat locker, and we loved the look of that meat locker on the white tile wall. We wanted to incorporate it somehow into the kitchen, and we did with this pantry. The light fixture over the island is original to the home. I believe it may have hung in the foyer because it is a large one, although when we purchased the home it was here in the kitchen, and even though it's very ornate, it seems to belong somehow. We thought we'd give you a glimpse at how we treated the bathrooms in the home. This one is a small bathroom on the main level. It is brand new, but we again tried to bring in elements from what was here before in terms of the tile work, and also the fixtures. Even though there was a built-in tub originally, we decided on this clawfoot tub, which is an old tub, but it's been refinished. The window, again, is another art glass piece, and it is new, but it could have been from that era in the 20s. So again, the tile work, the window, and the fixtures were reminiscent of what was here, although it is brand new. And most of the other bathrooms, in fact, all of the other bathrooms in the home are done in this period and are not modern bathrooms at all. Thought we'd give you a glimpse at one of the bedrooms here on the bedroom level of the home. This bedroom looks very much like it did in the 1920s because the bedroom set, all the furniture, including this desk that I'm sitting in front of, and the beds and all the other furniture were from the Marini family, and I believe probably were a set that was used by one of Mr. Marini's sisters. So we're very, very pleased to be able to display this furniture in the room that it was probably built for. There are other features too of the bedroom levels, and one of them is the doors with the diamond insets, and this time Gordon Heather used a fleur-de-lis theme again, and you can also notice the light fixture in the center of the room, which is an antique fixture that my husband and I were able to purchase in France on one of our trips. There are other furnishings in the room from that period. Some of the figurines that are around on top of the dressers and so forth are from that period, as well as even some catalogs. This is a detail of the entry foyer on the lower level of the home. It's a inlaid wood floor, which has been which is new. We were fortunate enough to find an artisan who trained in Europe, who trained repairing cathedral and palace floors, and he designed this floor for us. Again, you can see the fleur-de-lis design in it. We're in the game room now. I'm seated on one of the sofas. This was the former ballroom of the home, and in the 20s the ballroom was quite common, and now of course in the 90s we don't have ballrooms. We have entertainment rooms or family rooms, and that's what we use it for. And the room is approximately the same size, and the there are some original features, including the rounded glass, rounded French doors that lead out to the back gardens. But basically, the room has been completely remodeled, including this mahogany woodwork in the ceilings and in all the cabinet work. There's an entertainment center and a bar area and paneling that is all mahogany. The fireplace is the same firebox, but we've added that Santa Maria stone that we used on the exterior of the home, sort of brought in sort of a rustic quality to the room. Again, the windows are another Gordon Heather addition, and the carpeting brings in our favorite fleur-de-lis theme. This time we brought in the colors of blue and green and red to kind of pull the whole room together. This concludes our tour of the interior of the Marini residence. I wish to thank all the craftsmen and artisans who worked on our remodeling project, and I also want to thank you, our viewers, for watching the Los Altos History Show. We hope to see you next time.